Welcome inside the Schaefer Center here in Waxahachie, Texas, where today it's a battle of two Southwesterns as the Lions of Southwestern at SAGU University hope the Eagles of Southwestern Christian University. It's time for a cat fight here. It's coming up next right here on the SAGU Sports Network. Stay with us.
Here we go. SID, baby. You ready? A night. On the ones and twos. Yeah. SAGU in the place to be. Yeah. Feels good, don't it? Hey. Feels good, don't it? Hey. Feels good, don't it? Hey. Here we go. Lions in the pack, never got slack, pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score, can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord. Lions in the pack, never got slack, pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score, can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord. Lions in the pack, never got slack, pushing for greatness, never looking back. Fear the war, check the score, can't ignore talent, strength in the Lord.
SAGU is the place to be, is the place to be. SAGU is the place to be, is the place to be, yeah.
And welcome courtside, everybody. He's John Cookman. I'm Rob Price. It's game 2 of our doubleheader. The men now ranked number 25 in the nation, 16-6, 6-4 conference play, are going to host a scrappy, tough team that's 5-13. The Southwestern Christian University Eagles, 1-9 in conference play. You think it could be a trap game for them?
Yeah, this game right here is very tricky, because if you have a numbers never lie type philosophy, then this is one of those that you go ahead and chalk up and you play it. It's kind of a scrimmage game. It's a practice game. You're just going through the reps, make it kind of a tune-up. This is not that game, y'all. This is going to be a real deal game. This team will be in it to win it. They will be in there at the end, barring an injury of some sort, but this team will be ready. They're a little young. They're learning how to win, and they haven't been learning how to win too much because they're in it at the end, but they just can't close it off. And that's going to be, can they overcome that tonight?
These teams played a few weeks ago, a 79-59 win for the Lions on the road. This team, the Eagles, will shoot threes like crazy. They'll shoot 52 threes last time they played. And we just saw their Lady Eagle counterpart shoot 57 for the game, about 35. So anyway, these guys will jack up threes anywhere, anytime. And you got to defend the perimeter. How do Lions do that tonight?
Well, this is a really going to be a fun game to watch, because the coach for the Eagles, yeah. He holds all the records for Oklahoma Baptist University in three-point shooting. Another Sooner Conference team. He is no stranger to the Sooner, and he understands how this game is to be played, but he is a three-point specialist, and that's how he recruits. I say we're going to see about 70, 75 threes tonight.
I'm going to hold you to it. We saw 52 or so in game 1. Let's go courtside. Other side, check in with Adam Ferguson, is standing by with head coach Donnie Boswick. Adam?
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with head coach Donnie Boswick. Now, coach, this is a big game, not because you guys are close in the standings, because you cannot overlook this team. What do you have to do to pick up a win today?
You know, their point guard's been gone last 4 games. I don't know if you know, they've lost 6 games in the last minute. If they win half those games, they're right there with us right now. So it's a much bigger game. They're a really good team. They shoot the ball extremely well. So we're going to have to challenge and guard their outside shooters.
Now, we do know they do shoot the 3-ball a lot and very well, like you mentioned. What do you have to kind of do to guard that tonight?
You know, we guard every day. A lot of good shooters in our second and third group. So it's something we see a lot. So our best is to understand our matchups, make sure we're closing out well, keeping them in front of us, not letting them drive and pitch out to get an extra shot.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Adam. They will defend the three for sure. I was talking to Jason Gentry earlier. He said they'll shoot all day long. We must defend the three. I said, what are you doing, man-to-man? Or they go, oh, man-to-man. We're playing man-to-man straight up, and we're going to make them shoot from inside the paint to test the three-point shots.
Well, I know that's a good game plan in theory and on paper to have, but if that's what they do, then you're not going to stop them from shooting threes. You may stop them from making them. And that's kind of, I think, what Coach Boswick has planned tonight. He needs to make sure his guys get a hand in the face, get it around the elbow, make them nervous about shooting, and hopefully they don't have a big night.
In conference, Lions score 74 a game, give up 70, advantage Lions. The Eagles score 73 a game in conference play, give up 65, or I should say score 65. So advantage, both these numbers play advantage of the Lions as far as the team scoring defense and offense goes so far halfway through our conference season.
Yeah, and here's three players from the Eagles that are difference makers and the top scorers. That's Austin Turner with 13 points a game, Vladimir Nemcook 12.5 points a game, and Tyler Turner with almost 11 points a game. These guys, they can score, they can get out, and those are averages. Usually when your scores are, when they do what they do, when they play big games like this against a big team like SAGU, they will respond effectively and beat their average.
I'm looking for three guards to play well tonight. Rashad Alexander, he averages 13 a game. Gentry, 10.9 a game. And also Tyler Guidry averages 54 assists on the season. But why? More for their defense. I really think, especially Gentry, they're going to have to really play the best defense maybe of the season to keep these guys at bay. So Alexander's fast. We know that. Gentry's just scrappy. And Tyler, you call him the psychiatrist. He's going to be the smartest player in the court. Those three players make a big difference. Game time coming up next. Stay with us. SAGU Sports Network. We'll be right back after this.
At forward, senior from Mexico, number 3, Austin Turner. At forward, senior from Czech Republic, number 13, Adam Jordan. And that guard, freshman from Slovakia, number 14, Vladimir Nemchuk. Head coach for the Eagles is Quinn Woolridge. And now the starting lineup for you, SAGU Lions. At forward, standing at 6'6", junior from DeSoto, Texas, number 0, Marcus Price. At guard, junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 1, Rashad Alexander. Junior from Hondo, Texas, number 2, Jason Gentry. At forward, senior from Garland, Texas, number 21, Jonathan Walter. And at forward, junior from Little Rock, Arkansas, number 32, Emmanuel McCoy. Head coach Donnie Boston, assistant coaches Garrett Jones, Steve Jacqueline, and David Benjamin.
Well, let's see if the Lions can follow up another win here. Lady Lions took care of business, John. A gutty 68-65 win here in Game 1. Game 2 now set to tip off here. As you see the standings in the men's basketball, world of the Sooner Athletic Conference. And boy, a log jam. John, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams at 6 and 4. Among them, the 25th ranked SAGU Lions, 6 and 4. Southwest Christian at the bottom, but they're a good ball club. Like you said in pregame, they cannot take this team lightly at all.
Well, 7 teams are right there at the 500 mark or just above it. And number 8, Texas Wesleyan at 3 and 7, which is funny because you ask almost any of the coaches in this league, and they'll tell you Texas Wesleyan has probably the best starting five players in the conference, and they're sitting at 3 and 7. All of these teams are dangerous.
And that tip-off was contested and bounced off a couple of players, and I think it hit players again. It looks like it's going to go off.
It hit off of Price.
But the foot of a Eagles player was on the line, so we'll give it back to the Lions. First possession, it'll be Rashad Alexander. Works the point guard position, works it left over to Gentry. Really the big game tonight. Adoy out top, harassed by Austin Turner. There's a pair of brothers here on this Eagles roster. We'll mention them to you in just a second here. Meanwhile, Gentry, first 3 of the game, no good. In transition, Vladimir Nemkok, freshman, 5'10", 170-pound freshman from, I believe he's from the area of Russia, into the game to start.
Actually, I think you pronounce his name Krzyzewski.
I'm going to go with Vladimir Nemkok. That's what the roster says. Gentry to Alexander for 3, in and out, but a huge offensive board, rips it out of the air, fighting for it, loose ball, and it'll be the Eagles. Gentry went up a couple levels to grab that one, nearly as high as the rim. Unable to collect as he's underneath the basket with a scrum. Sean Brown. Over long 3 to Turner, or to Austin Turner. 2 brothers would be Tyler Turner and Austin Turner. They wear number 2 and 3. Tyler 2, Austin 3. Bounce pass on up ahead in transition. Good. Adam Durelbeck on the board from Prague, Czechoslovakia. He averages 9.5 a game. Gives the Eagles an early 2-0 lead. Number 2, Gentry with the ball. Over to Price. Baseline. Mid-range jumper. No good. Rebound, Turner. Austin Turner.
Nope, that's
That is
brother.
Tyler. I got to get the numbers right myself here. And a long 3, no good. Adoy almost fell out of bounds. He got rid of it just in time. Crossing timeline is Gentry. Walter, the senior, the leader of this ball club, over to Alexander, the newcomer from Chicago, gets into the paint, passes over to Gentry. Pump fake into the paint. Adoy, a little skip pass over, scoop pass over to Walter, and he comes up with the offensive board, John. He's a hustler.
A lot of second chances being afforded to the Lions right now.
And Gentry chased down another one. Bounce pass, Walter, and he's blocked, rejected. That's Durelbeck. Walter thought he had a clean look at it. Almost took too much time to collect. And Durelbeck caught up from behind and got a clean look at it. A little push off could have been called by Nemkok. On Adoy wasn't. Austin Turner over to Brown. To Tyler, 3. Good. Lions down 5-0 early. Tyler Turner, a pair of seniors from Hobbs, New Mexico. And Lions down 5-0 early. Rashad Alexander takes the high screen pick from Price. Now over to Price, backs his man in. Over to Walter. Looked at the 3. Finds Adoy, 10-foot jumper. He's been struggling with that mid-range jumper the last couple of games, John. He's a much better shooter than this.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like the Lions are just coming out just a little flat tonight. They'll get it together.
Turnover.
Good defense. Good shutdown, take away the passing lanes. They're causing a lot of chaos out there, and that's what we've grown to know from these Lions that they're fast, they're quick, they can shut you down defensively very well.
DeWitt to Price position, uses the rim as a sixth defender, reverses it, uses the left hand, and the Lions are on the board.
He used the rim as a defender, but he's on offense.
That
very
did not come
interesting.
out right.
That's very interesting.
You know what I meant. Use the rim to, what's the word I'm looking for, to provide some extra assistance. You caught me. I messed that one up. Meanwhile, Gentry fires a three. He doesn't mess that one up. Gentry, he's on target. His first three of the night. We're tied at 5. And speaking of 5, look at the scores table. What do you see there, John?
A new Lion change.
5 new Lion changes. That's how Donnie Bostic rolls. Around every 5 or 6 minutes in the first half, you'll see it. And sure enough, we're 15 and a half left, 15 left. And 5 new players set to come in at the next stoppage of play. Brown, strong move to the basket on a whistle. On his way up, could be on the ground, as here comes Feimster, Caleb Feimster, Ramad Robertson, Tyler Guidry, Drew Erskine, and Remington Mitchell checking in for the Lions.
To me, that's just got to be a scary proposition when you're out there and you're out of breath and you see 5 fresh guys coming at you.
Who do you guard? I mean, how do you prepare for this? Feimster looks at the 3. Robertson can elevate. Too strong. Cleared by Tyler Turner. Over to Nemcock. Looked left and found Durlbeck inside the paint. No good. Feimster clears. Guidry, the senior, the lefty, works it inside behind the back. Spots up Feimster from way downtown. No good. High rebound. Tip. Remington Mitchell tries to save it. Tipped over. Finally lands in the hands of Austin Turner. Durlbeck, the big man, showing some moves. Spots up a three-point shooter. No good. Wild scramble for the ball. Ends up being Turner. He'll just reset, slow things down for SCU. Some frantic activity here in this possession. For 3. Good. Could have been called for a foul, but Guidry backed off at the last second, and that's another 3 for the Eagles. 8-5. That is Tyler Turner.
As we promised, this is going to be all-you-can-eat three-point shots.
You said 70-plus attempts.
It's in 5 minutes into the game, we were at 10.
And a foul, and Guidry's complaining. Can't believe it. Foul on Guidry. Going to send Rashawn Brown, the 5'10 senior from Middleton, Connecticut.
They come from all over the place to play at Southwestern Christian University.
Absolutely, but he also says he played at Imperial Valley in California, so he's East Coast, West Coast, lands in the middle of the nation in Oklahoma.
He's what we would call a basketball journeyman.
Averages 9.8 a game.
And a great-looking free throw shot there.
5-10, or 10-5. Lions in an early hole. Guidry directs the offense. Tough pass. That's a tough pass. You know, if it gets there, you're in great position, but if it misses, you're just, looking at a turnover. There's a little loop pass. The one-hander trying to put some English on it. I think he thought Mitchell had longer arms than he does have. It's not quite that long. Turnover, Lions. Guidry, good defense. Off his man in transition. Now crosses half court. Robertson in the corner. Turns, spins, finds Feimster in the other corner. Goes baseline. And they may call, boy, it looked like it was going to be an offense. They're going to call a defensive blocking foul, but push off from Feimster. Watch this. Got away with one here. Little
Well,
push.
I think that's the right call. He wasn't square in front, and he had not established any permanent position at all. So I think the referee got it right there.
Feimster back up top, inside of Mitchell. Back to Guidry. And look at Mitchell working hard against Durlbeck in the paint. Love to see the big man work. Meanwhile, Erskine goes into the paint. And a foul on Austin Turner. We mentioned in pregame, or maybe it was off the air, that the SCU makeup of this game tends to be older players. Explain why you think that is the case, John.
Well, I read it, so I didn't do any.
Major research on that?
I didn't poll the people on the team, but we said that the makeup of the campus is somewhere between 40 and 50%, 25 years and older. So it's a very mature group of students they have at the campus, and they're bringing in a lot of international players. A lot of times you see those guys come in 2 or 3 years older than your average American player.
TJ Noel, number 10 into the game for the Eagles. Giving Tyler Turner a quick break. I should say Rashad Brown a quick break. Inbound with 28 seconds on the shot clock. 12:54 first half. Lions down 10-7 here at home. Game 3 of a 5-game home stretch. And an offensive glass rebound and blocked from behind, but a foul. Remington Mitchell will send Adam Durlbeck to the line. Here it is again. There's the contact right there on the head. Durlbeck, 24-42 on the season from the stripe. His first free throw of the night is good. The senior from Prague out of Richland, Texas, most recently averages 9.7. Gidro will take a seat on the bench, and we'll see Gentry back in as well as Adoy. Essentially, well, I guess all your starters are back, actually. They all checked in. Back to the starting 5. So they were only in about 3.5 minutes, John, the second Lion change.
Yeah, they really weren't producing a whole lot, and gave the starting 5 a good breather. They didn't lose a whole lot of momentum, but they weren't gaining ground. And Donnie Bostwick is all about production.
Adoy over to Walter, into the paint, lowers his shoulders, squares his shoulders, and does what he does.
That's right, and that you're going to see that all night, the rest of the night.
He's just the best all-around player on this basketball team.
Absolutely.
He doesn't excel at any one thing over, like, blatantly above anybody else, but he's just the best overall player in the court. Rashad Alexander loses the handle, gets it back over to Price. We'll reset. Adoy can take the 3, lights it up, short to flat. Gentry runs into Alexander. Transition, and a trip foul is going to be called on Emmanuel Adoy.
Well, the referees, I think they've got to be careful. You got to lay off of that anticipated type call. The player initiated the contact, not the defender. And the defender does have a right to a lane. And there's some real estate that when he's traveling, that he has a right to. So while it was a great heads-up move by Brown, it still, probably wasn't. That's what we call ticky-tacky.
Well, one reason the Lions are down by 3, as you just saw on the screen, 17% from the field. A chance to improve it right here, and that's going to drop even worse as Gentry misses a big 3. Marcus Price just inside the 3-point line. The touch, the big man, number 0, drains his first bucket of the game. Out of DeSoto High School, the transfer from Mountain View Community College, cuts the lead to 1. And a loose ball comes right into the hands of Rashad Brown. And 2 number 2s going at it, Gentry and Tyler Turner. Will keep it right here. Turner will check out, as will Durlbeck. We'll check that, as will Turner, his brother. The other 2 brothers are, I'm going to blow their names, forgive me, Kasparis Salikas and Rimvidas Salikas.
I believe you did pretty good.
I probably
with that.
butchered that 3 or 4 times. Every syllable I probably got wrong, but at least I gave him some time attempting to mention their name. Alexander in trouble. Loses the ball. Turnover. Rashawn Brown Up against Price. Price slows down, avoids the foul.
Well,
We're going to
that's
pick up a ticky-tack, like you said. Just
Yep,
give him
and-
the 2 if he can make it.
well, that's Rashawn Brown has great body control. He gets in the air and he's able to take up the space that he wants to take up, and then that's why you saw he got the foul call last time.
The left-handed hook, no good, but there's Walter, other end, no
Oh.
good. That usually falls.
Great put back effort by John Walter, and you'll see that's what he does. He picks up a lot of offensive boards and putbacks.
It's where he was at, John. He knew Marcus was on the right side, shooting a hook. He went to the, geometrically speaking, the best place where most of those balls would miss, which is weak side, just inside the block. He was right where he should have been, just missed the putback. But you love the high IQ that Walter has anytime he's on the court.
That's
He's in the right place.
He always seems to be right there.
We mentioned Hill, or I should say Croc, in the first game. If you were watching this game, a high school player, keep an eye on that guy with the ball right there, Walter. He is a complete player. Here's Rashad Alexander. He drains the long one, cuts the lead to 1, just inside the three-point line. His first bucket of the game. Under 9:34 remaining first half. And they're going to call a
Jump ball.
jump ball.
It's a good call.
It is a good call. It was all ball and until it was a jump ball. And here it is again. You see Walter just kept his eye on the orange, grabbed the orange, asking for the jump, got it. Adam Durlbeck. We'll keep it right here, though, as the possession there was in favor of the Eagles. Into the game, Ben Collier and TJ Noel for SCU. Long 3, looked short, but it was good. Had just enough to clear the front of the rim. That's Austin Tyler. His first 3 of the game, his first 3 points of the game. The lead up to 4. Under 9:05 remaining. Gentry into the paint. Little mid-range one-handed jumper from about 15 feet away. Cuts the lead to 2. And the Lions look like they're going to stay in that man-to-man for a while. And it's Price versus Collier in the paint. Collier gives up 3 inches and I don't know how many pounds. At least 50 or 60 to Price. And Lynn down underneath the basket with 19 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Nemcock over to
Oh my!
Collier.
He
Banks are open
Well,
late
and
late hours on a Thursday night.
Well, that's the reason he banks there, is because they are open late.
The Lions down 5. Rashad clears out. Walter from the left side works it right, keeps it dribble. Now to Gentry. Alexander. Now it looks like, take a look at the defense of SCU. They look like they're kind of a 3-2 of me, but we'll take another look at that next time down the court.
Yeah, well, I think it's a real strong help man-to-man defense. They're not doing any rotation switches. They're just
Walter.
switching up top.
Steele got numbers. Gentry back to Walter. How about the pass from Gentry to see the man was coming? Tyler went to pick him up. Gentry over the right shoulder, back to where else? At the block, waiting for any help. It came to Walter. Walter began the break and finishes the break, and the lead is now 3. Walter's got a quick 4 points. How about the steal near midcourt and the loose ball?
Well,
From that man right there, the senior, the leader of this ball club, number
Yeah.
21. Here it is again. Loose ball behind the back, clears, gives it up, gets it right back. He's just waiting for it. Look at that, just waiting for the ball, either on a missed rebound or the putback, and Gentry knew he was going to be there.
well,
Textbook
that was
fast break.
definitely good vision by Gentry. He could have done either, and neither one would have been wrong. And that's what you get when you get a great teammate like John Walter. He's going to bail you out. He's going to help you. He's going to help pull the defenders away.
As you see the women's scores for the Guaranteed Win Twitter contest, and we'll have the men's guesses for you momentarily. We'll show you how we did there. I think we may have all picked the same. We'll have to double check that. But as it is now, yours truly holds a slim 1-point edge over our courtside reporter, Adam Ferguson. You're at a distant third. 2 games out, but a distant third.
A lot of games to be played, my brother. And especially, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of differences when these middle of the pack teams head to head.
Little trouble keeping the ball in clear possession between the 2 brothers, the Turner brothers, and now there's 17 on the shot clock. Turner bounce pass over to Brown. Brown looked at the 3, over to Durlbeck, now to Nemcock, shadowed by Guidry. 7 on the shot clock. Got to make something happen here pretty soon. It's going to be a long 3 from Nemcock, off the glass, play on. Drew Erskine now over to Feimster. Guidry, the second unit in, as well as Remington Mitchell and Ramad Robertson, one of your favorite young players. Gets it over to Erskine. Wide open shot. Mitchell gave it up. A lot of unselfishness here. Guidry now into the paint and turns it over. And that's just an unnecessary turnover. Really a good possession developing,
Right.
but it just fell apart right there.
Too much dribbling going on. They had the right idea right out of the box. Lots of passing. Keep the defense moving by passing the ball. Wear them down. Chip away. You slow everything down when you begin to dribble. And potentially, you get down there deep and they're going to knock it away.
Turner now. Martin Matechek's in the game, number 15. Martin Matechek is another foreign player from Banska Bystrica, and I'm not even sure what country. I can't even figure it out. So he is one of the foreign players you mentioned for the Eagles. They've got 3-4 in their team here. Free ball from the corner, off the rim, no good. A fight for it, a pass, and gets it back out to Nemcock on the loose ball. So a fresh shot clock for the Eagles, nearing the 6-minute mark in half number 1. Lions down 3. Scooping, passing over, baseline, no foul from Erskine, and now a foul underneath the basket. Bailing out Matechek, I think it's going to be Mitchell, probably whistle for that foul. That'll be the 5th team foul. Yeah, that'll be on Mitchell. 5th foul, 6th foul, check that, 6th foul on the team first on Mitchell. Mitchell will take a seat, and Gentry will check back in for the game. Beginning to see a mix now of starters and second unit. Nemcock, long 3 from Turner, no good. And the crowd lets him know about the air ball that he just shot. Walter doesn't get the bounce, but he will go to the line. Love that body control in the air. He just works his man to the position he wants. Here it is again. Turns, pumps left, keeps it up high, then turns, spins. I just love young players to do that. Get the ball high. Don't just make yourself short. Keep it up high. Keep your elbows wide. And look left, look right. See what the defense is giving you.
That's right. And, John brought that skill set to SAGU. He's well coached there in Garland. And just been a tremendous player for 4 years here at the GU.
Another tremendous player is right there, Feimster, and he is hammered. And he's slow to get up, pink shoes and all, with I don't know what kind of socks those are, but
It looked like he might have twisted his ankle just a little bit the way he
see how
came
he
down.
landed.
No.
His right ankle looked a little gimpy there. He is slow to get up. Feimster also in his 4th and final year from Addison. Played at Trinity Christian Addison. Transferred out 1 year, went to Ranger College, came back. Here it is again, strong move to the basket. Fouled coming down. Second free throw is good. And we're tied. 20 apiece. Under 5.5 remaining. Nemcock goes coast to coast and lays it up and in with a little finger roll over the defense, over the top. Lead back to the Eagles. Erskine now fighting, looking for Feimster. Feimster working all day and night, gets turned, twisted around. We call a jump ball. We'll keep it right here. Boy, Feimster is working. He wants the ball in his hands. Unfortunately, he's going back to the bench with his other 4 players, but love his energy in the paint every time he's on the court.
Yeah, he's a tremendous player, huge IQ of how basketball works on the court. Can really give you that fundamental soundness with his minutes.
Starting 5 back in, Alexander. Much more speed now in the front court with Alexander in the game. Price, Walter pumps, doesn't look. Now into the, and a shot clock violation. He knew time was running out, but it hit him just about a second too early as he ran out of time going up for that spin move. So a good defensive set by the Eagles. It's always fun when you prevent a team from getting a shot off. Nemcock behind the back, showing some mad skills up against Alexander. A little behind the back pass, spin, turn, Durlbeck shot no good, loose ball. And I'll go back the way of the Lions. It's a little street ball for the folks at Bethany here. Even Durlbeck getting in on the action. Tonight we're going to be honoring the CSFL all academic performers, as well as the Student Athletic Conference performers. This is going to be 3 or 4 in volleyball. Jessica Geezy, Faith Harden, Katie Ryan, and Courtney Taboka. Women's soccer, Kaylee Cox, junior Emily Jones, Kristen Lambden, and Gloria Lozano. And some other players as well will be honored for their academic performances here in the Student Athletic Conference tonight. As a foul near the baseline. Gentry was moving right. The foul is on Rashawn Brown, his first. 4:13 remaining, half number 1. Lions in a tough one and a bad pass and a turnover. And it's Nemcock up against Alexander, and Alexander lets him go. And Nemcock completes the fast break, 4 points, and Donnie Bostwick stands up and says, "Give me a timeout, please." Lions down 4. Really, John, have yet to find that groove. You said they'd find it early on. They've not found it yet, and they're in a funk, a struggle against a team that, they're like 1-9 in the conference, not playing like it at all here on the road.
Well, as I spoke about this in the pregame, this team comes in here very capable of knocking any team off. They knocked OBU off just Saturday, and OBU's one of the powerhouses in the Sooner Conference. And you can see the style of play, the way they play. They do not have a whole lot of depth. So one thing you might can count on is that come 8 minutes left in the game, they're going to hit a brick wall, and that's kind of what you got to hope for. But these guys are talented. They got huge talent. And it looks like their chemistry is starting to come together as well.
Gentry, long 3, short, no good. 1 and done again for Southwestern. As someone's got University, I got to watch my Southwestern phrase tonight. Both teams are Southwestern. That shot's no good. Alexander in transition nearly loses the ball and does. Nemcock tiptoes to the sideline, stays in bounds, gets it to Brown. Tough shot, and he is fouled going up. Great defense and finishing from Nemcock and Brown.
Just scrappy play by these young guys, or older guys, as we had stated. And that's not proven by any means. The Coach Wooldridge has definitely worked these guys to the bone. You can see they are used to running solid, all the time. They are playing a good Donnie Bostwick style basketball. Just get in your face, cause some havoc, create turnovers, run the floor as hard as you can, and good things are going to happen. and they are. They're not shooting a high percent, but they're not shooting terrible either. So, and I think that's what's keeping them in the lead. They're maintaining this lead, and the Lions just got to figure out how do you overcome good, hard, scrappy play.
Robertson, another bad pass, looking for Gentry in transition. And thanks to Robertson, who came out of nowhere to block that shot from behind and didn't commit a foul.
Yeah, that was kind of a makeup, of his bad pass from the previous possession.
And Gentry missed the bunny layup, and then Marcus Price got the rebound. Here it is again. That one missed, and then Price missed a tip,
Yeah.
and he was
We got,
fouled going up there. But it's only the 16th foul, John, so no free throws.
yeah, and these guys are tired. It looks like we have a bunny sale going on. A lot of bunnies being missed here.
And Alexander hits about an 18-footer just inside the three-point line, 25-22. 2.5 remaining. And that's the kind of shot you get right there when you play that spread of man-to-man. The Eagles just spread out, basically isolated Gentry. Thankfully, it was missed if you're the Lions. Cleared out, and this was shot by Turner. Now, let's see what they do again. See if they spread out and isolate the man one-on-one. Price is there to help, but still, he got the shot off before Price could really provide any assistance. So you're seeing a lot of spread, isolated man, and see if he can take him one-on-one. First it was Gentry, then Alexander was tested. Both times missed. Lions a chance to tie with the three. Robertson elevates. Tough shot. Nice release, but tough shot. Can't get it to fall. And Turner looking for the back foul. Sometimes you dribble in front of a defender and stop, they can bump into you. You get the call. And he's going to say he stepped on the line.
Great defense by John Walter there. Not pushing, not causing any unnecessary contact, holding his line, his lane, his angle, and letting the baseline be another defender.
And Brown was getting an earful and the stare down from one of the referees. Rashad Brown began to work his chops, and the referee said basically, "You better cool it, young man. I'm about to tee you up." And he just stared down Brown all the way down the court. Meanwhile, Alexander misses the short 8-foot jumper in the lane. Under 1:15 remaining in half number one. This is Durlbeck on Price. Turns, spins, gets it underneath to Brown. And a whistle underneath. I think they may call Price on that one. Nice pass inside to Brown, and there's the body from behind. Yep, Price commits that foul. That's his second.
I saw on social media the other day after the dunk that was displayed on Facebook by Marcus Price. Someone chimed in with a comment and asked him, was he related to the great Rob Price,
I
the
said
SAGU Sports
I
Network?
butchered my line last time. I'm not going to butcher it this time. He is not my brother from another mother. Unfortunately, I can't claim him as my cousin. I wish I could because he is a baller, but no. Same last name, no relation, and make sure you can watch his videos and all the other videos right there on all those social media sites you saw in the bottom left corner of your screen. The SAGU Sports Network. We're under a minute now in half number one, 26-22. Lions struggling at home against a team they should win hopefully by 10 to 15 points, but John, you pegged it right. They're going to be here all game long. On paper, that's always how it plays out on the court. And right now, the Lions have their hands full. Nice pass to Alexander. Misses the bunny again. A great pass from Guidry to Alexander. He blows the layup. Meanwhile, at the other end, rattling up through the rim is Austin Turner. And Bostwick is beside himself. Can't believe it. 26 remaining in half number one. Lions down 6, their largest deficit of the game. And the body language is all favoring the Eagles right now. Shot clock's turned off.
Yeah, the Eagles definitely have the momentum. They are controlling this game with their defense and not shooting a great percentage. They're still coming away with the favorable score.
Long ball, no good off the rim, wouldn't have counted. What I see here the last 2-3 minutes is something you don't like to see when you're down. That is, the Lions are basically settling for threes, and you do not want to do that this early. You don't want to panic. It's like they're just looking for the three as opposed to pounding it inside, getting the easy bucket. It could be because they're missing the bunnies, but still, you got to keep pounding the ball inside at this point in the game.
That's true. You've got to find something that works. When things are not going your way, things are not going well, you got to dig deep and go find something. You usually find that down in the paint, and it's just nothing's working out right now for both of these teams. They're well under their average of scoring, so neither one are producing a good percentage. But that's a testament to they both have great defensive strategy in mind. So, neither team, the Lions are not out of this, and the Eagles are not running away with it. It's still going to be a great game in the second half.
Let's go courtside down and check in with Adam Ferguson. Adam?
Thanks, Rob. I'm here with assistant coach Garrett Jones. Now, coach, on their side of the ball, they've been able to force turnovers and hit threes. What do you have to do to fix that in the second half?
Yeah, I thought they played really well. They played at the pace that they like playing at. We got to find a way to speed it up. We got to get on the floor, get some loose balls, create some energy. It just wasn't a good pace for us that half.
Now, on your side of the ball, you've been unable to get your scores like Rashad and Jonathan Walter going. What do you have to do in the second half to kind of get them catching fire?
Yeah, I thought we got some good looks. Give them credit, though. They made us miss. They're well coached. Quinn does a good job with them. But we got to come out and, like I said, bring energy. We got to play our pace, our game, and we'll make some adjustments and come out strong in the second half.
All right, Coach. Good luck. Back to you, Rob.
Thanks, Adam. Thanks, Coach Garrett Jones. Your halftime score 28-22. Just sorry, folks, those who love wings, there's only one three-pointer on the board, so you may want to go to Taco Bell tonight or someplace else. I doubt we're going to be hitting the 14 points.
Well,
that's the 14 threes.
That's true, but that's not from a lack of trying. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to see the statistical report on how many threes were actually shot.
We'll have that for you. Many more stats here as we are at halftime. Be right back after this message on SAGU Sports Network.
Senior Will Elliott. And junior Cesar Espana. For cross country, sophomore Jose Campos. Sophomore Luke Flattery. And sophomore Destiny Garza. Our next group, ladies and gentlemen, is from the Central States Football League All-Academic Team. These gentlemen have to have a 3.0 GPA or above. Sophomore Chad Deeren. Senior Zach Jackson. Senior Ramsey Sanchez. And junior Trevin Van Kempen. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in applauding these fine athletes.